Hey Virgos, and welcome to your October 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sigh here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And what a sigh of relief I feel October to be for you all. I really feel like despite, maybe a bit of conflict here and there, that this month truly gives you a much easier situation than you've had in a while. Almost all your readings for this entire year of 2018 for me have been very heavy. Lots of Tower, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords energy that came up for Virgo. And each month has really felt like a battle when I've entered into your energy. But this month, something has really changed and something has really shifted as you really offer to the people whose life you are in something really incredible. People are going to want to be around you. People are going to be attracted to you because there's going to sort of be an essence of like good luck charm that you provide into their life. I feel that you are, for a lot of people, their good luck charm or someone who they want to have around when they need a pick-me-up or some type of good luck in their lives. So really attracting a lot of new people in. It's good to think new. It's good to think about what types of people do not create conflict in your life, because I feel that to be the only issue in this reading. You have that Five of Wands energy, which is really the only conflicting energy that I feel. So watch out for people that you have bad blood with. Watch out for people that it's hard to be around without arguing or without having some type of emotional conflict. That's the only issue this month, is that there could be a bit of conflict with people, but it's not anything that really messes up your path or messes up what you've been committed to for a long time now, for sure. You have only one major arcana in your reading this month, which is Strength reversed, and that's okay. I feel like this isn't a month where you need to work too hard or you need to really push your energy in a way that is unnatural to you. Really be paced this month. Really watch out for, overdoing yourself and overtaxing yourself, because you are getting a lot of new energy, a lot of new desires and goals maybe coming up for you in October. And make sure that you pace yourself with how you start to accomplish those goals, because it would be easy to burn out, I think, if you're pushing too hard. But really enjoy the new ideas and the new possibilities which come forward, as it does feel like you might be traveling in October, or you might be making plans to travel. And you are really gaining a lot more control over your life and over your routine, it feels like. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to make new decisions, new choices, and find new locations, whether that be like a new place to live or even like a new emotional location as well, like a new way of functioning, a new way of coping. And that feels to really be an incredible benefit of this month for Virgo, is a new coping mechanism or a new support network, a new idea of how to move past what has been difficult for this year, because it's not perfect. There are quite a few reversals in this reading, and you might feel like you're just not quite working with enough, but it's so much lighter and so much more benevolent than any reading that you've had so far this year, from me at least. So I feel like you're going the right direction, but things might not feel perfect, but you're going to have everything that you need in October to make the changes that you've wanted for such a long time without so much chaos, and without so many people opposing you or trying to make you do their bidding, or getting in the way of what you truly need, or giving you ultimatums. I feel like this is a month where the ultimatums have left, and where you don't have to negotiate for what is important to you anymore. So watch out for getting stuck in that pattern, though. It's been something that you've had to deal with a lot this year. So watch out for habitually thinking that something could go wrong, or, expecting a worst case scenario. You really will have an easier time this month. So expect that, expect and project, like, I can have an easy experience now. I can make the choices that are right for me. I can hold my world in my hands and not let it be so taken advantage of by other people, because Virgo, no longer is the victim. I feel that you might have been victimized maybe frequently for a while in your past, but now that is not the case anymore. So it's going to be important to click that and make sure that you're not contributing to that yourself anymore either. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week and see what's coming up for Virgo. In week number 1, you have Five of Wands rooted down by Two of Wands. So there's a bit of maybe even interior conflict about where you want to be, where you want to go. I sense maybe a chaotic move. I have a Virgo friend who just went through a very chaotic move, and I'm not surprised to see that energy coming back in. Hopefully you can become more peaceful with the energy you're having to output, because it will be time to rest soon. It will be time to have an environment which feels stable. So it's still supported, I think, in the first week of October to be in that process. And what are you trying to move through? What changes are you trying to make? Because as I've been saying for a lot of the other signs on a collective scale, October represents a difference for a lot of us. September was kind of where the choices were, where the new plans and strategies were. And October is where we sort of feel the effect of that and the difference that comes in. So, you might sort of be challenging yourself or asking yourself, was this right? Was this where I needed to go? Was this the place that needed to call me? Or are these people that I've surrounded myself with truly, my support group or my soul network? It's good to get within that and to see what those questions offer you, but at the same time, remember how much control you do have, and remember that things aren't final. Even if you've made certain choices which feel like have made a big impact on your present, do remember that you still have the world in your hands. You still have power and you still have control to tailor the decisions that you've made to what you need in the future. It's not final, it's not static. I do feel that Virgo might be struggling on account of thinking that things in life become too static. I've made these decisions, I've made these changes, and now I have to, be in my bed, or I've made my own bed and now I have to lay in it. I really feel like you can change if you're not satisfied with what you have right now very soon in the future, by November for sure. So don't worry about things being too final or too abrupt. Week number 2, you have Knight of Wands reversed, rooted down by King of Cups reversed. So this week is about people, and this could be people who you've disconnected from a bit, wanting to come back in, or even certain people in your life not being satisfied with your decisions. So keep your guard up for that type of thing, because it's something that you don't need to let others have the privilege of causing you harm or causing you stress. Because I do feel that if you're catering too much to other people, they'll be quick to make their dissatisfaction known about certain things. So maybe just keeping a bit of distance is good right now. If we were to interpret these cards as aspects of your own personality and not people around you, it's going to be important to really acknowledge your emotions and desires in the second week of October. The Wands suit is all about purpose and passion and desires and, energy in general. And the Cups suit is all about emotions, feelings, and what you feel like beneath your energy, beneath at the very depths of your existence. So it's going to be important to think about if those things are lining up. Are my emotions and my desires in alignment here? Like, is what I want actually something that does not support my emotional health as a person? That's going to be important for Virgo to ask themselves. Do my wants support my emotional needs? That's really potent for y'all. I'm going to have to write that down. Do my wants support my emotional needs? Because Virgo is a sign right now that can need to follow through on things just to prove to themselves that they could. You might be afraid that you're not potent, or you might be afraid that you're struggling with some type of inability. So rather than doing things because you need them or because they actually fulfill you, you do them to prove something to yourself. So do your wants support your emotional needs, and how can you align those things? It feels like very small efforts of just seeing that really put things into alignment, and there's not a lot of physical work that has to be done to change that. And through that, you're going to find out what you actually want, and purpose will become much more supportive to you. You'll be less eluded by your purpose. So Virgo, finding purpose is a beautiful potential in this month if you can bring into alignment the emotions and the desires. Week number 3, you have Strength reversed, rooted down by Page of Wands. So you have more energy than you think, but something is feeling tedious. Something is feeling menial in the third week of October. And what is it? Is the tedious aspect of your life what you think that it is? You might be going about your job and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm so fatigued. I'm so tired of this. But is it actually what you're eating or your diet that's contributing to that? What is behind the tedious aspects of your life? Or even if you're, it could be the other way around. This diet feels so tedious. It's so hard for me to keep healthy because I don't enjoy this types of food. Are you actually in a career that's not right, to where you need to compensate by hurting yourself and by not nourishing your body so that your body can't do the job and the job stops? What type of self-sabotage plays into that which has become tedious in your life. Very important to realize, because you're going to have a very strong rebirth of ambitious energy, of passion, of purpose with Page of Wands reading that down. And very soon, even in the third week of October, you're going to set your aims to something new, or you're going to have a very strong idea of what it is that you want to do. And now might be the perfect time to really follow through with that and to really honor what your desires and purposes are, as I do feel that they come into an emotional alignment there. But that seems to come on account of determining what is making things feel tedious. Strength reversed, not feeling like your vitality is high enough, not feeling like you're strong enough to face something. Seeing that will really help you to move forward. In the fourth week, you have Page of Pentacles reversed, rooted down by a Knight of Swords reversed. Again, a people week. So 2 weeks of this month relate to people. And it's interesting that it started off with Five of Wands. So you might feel like you're having to pick up the pieces of certain relationships. And it's going to be so important, again, that you determine who is right and where the conflict came from, determining why certain things became tedious even with relationships. Because if you notice, all of the court cards are reversed except for Page of Wands, which I feel to be representing you actually and your new purpose and ambitions. But this really isn't a month where you need to please people or please those around you, because that feels very draining on your energy, and it does feel like some of the people around you are quite difficult to please. There could be one person that you can really commit things to. If we are reading Page of Wands as a different person, which we could go either way with it, there might be like one person that you can truly satisfy and who can truly satisfy you. But you need to not be thinking about how can I please everyone else before you've determined what's gone awry within, okay? And, it's going to be important to maybe save money or material in the fourth week and to not go too quickly with things, not moving too quickly. Knight of Swords reversed can say slow down, if you're on a path, if you're on a, if you're really in your space of like being productive and creating many things, Knight of Swords can say slow down. You don't have to do this so fast. You can take this, one step at a time. Just keep moving, pace yourself one step at a time, because too quickly things might be done sloppily, or things might be taking from your energy and making other things feel tedious because you've really expelled your energy in one thing too quickly. So your central theme is Ace of Swords reversed for this month, and that makes sense. It's time to sharpen your intellect. It's time to sharpen your proverbial sword in life, and not keep using it and making it dull. So pulling back on what's really draining out your energy, doing some type of study into how you can function at a more healthy level will be really good. Will sharpen that sword. Even like perhaps a good month for counseling or having a personal psychic reading or anything like that to really get a new third-party objective viewpoint on what's going on for you. I feel like you need to stay a little bit distanced from people who know you really well, at least from the advice that they give. It's almost better to get more objective advice this month, I feel, with Ace of Swords reversed. But there's a balance that needs to be there as well. You could also overdo objectivity. So it's all about alignment. It's all about balance this month. I won't be surprised if Temperance comes up for you next month, as you really are being given everything that you need to establish balance. And overall, such an easier month than the previous months of this year for you, Virgo. It might feel like a little bit of a bridge. You might not be all the way across yet, but ultimately things are so much smoother. There's something about your new environment is really wonderful, or something about your environment period really supports you. So now it's time to think about the emotional connective environment and not just the physical one. And then you'll really be on a wonderful path to becoming healthier and healing. Anyway, Virgo, I've so appreciated being here, and I've enjoyed the time that we have shared. If you would like to comment on this video or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would so appreciate that. You can also check out my Patreon page or social media in the description box below, and we will be talking again soon. Much love. Bye.